So here we have the BMW X5 on a 62 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can do that from the key or from the tailgate itself. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have a 60/40 split folding rear seat and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's while we're seeing the interior from this exterior point of view, there's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge, and on the right-hand side, the rev counter. In the middle, you can see the total miles for this car. They're 55,280. You can change the information that's displayed directly above that by using a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer and fuel economy information. And if we back out to the steering wheel, we have firstly phone controls and stereo controls. Stereo controls continue over on the right-hand side. We have the minus and plus paddles there so that you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox should you wish to do that. Over in the center, we then have the main stereo screen for the cars. This is where you can access things like, for example, your satellite navigation. Nice clear color display, as you can see. All the movement that I'm making on the screen, it's all being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial just here. There are a collection of buttons that surround it, and you can go, for example, instantly into satellite navigation from here if you wish to, but the dial will do everything. Otherwise, it rotates, it pushes down, it moves up, down, left and right as well, which will become handy within certain menus. So for example, if you want to pair your phone, you can rotate the dial up to telephone, push the dial down. We're now in the phone menu. We'd push it down again to access Bluetooth devices and then pair from there. When it comes to radio, again, push the dial down. We can jog the dial over to the left to go back a screen, and you can see we've got DAB, FM and AM radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you do that under the multimedia heading at the top here. And again, you can jog that dial to the left to access the main menu, where you can see there we've got a CD player. You can adjust tone, bass, treble, etc. And if you go into external devices, that's where you can plug in USB device. We have Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input as well, so plenty of ways to listen to your music. On top of all of that on the screen, we also have a full color reversing camera to go along with those parking sensors, and you can see that being displayed now. Working our way down, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed from here. That button turns the air conditioning off, back on again. And once it's on, you can hit auto if you wish to. What will happen then is that the car will maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and the direction of the air for you. You can override that by pressing the auto button again, or overriding it with the fan speed itself. So we're now back into a manual control. We have a heated driver's seat with 3 heat settings. Same over here for the passenger side as well. Underneath that, we have the volume for the stereo, we have the CD player, and then these buttons just here. So you can access, for example, the ability to open the tailgate from inside the car. We can turn on our downhill brake control. We can turn the traction control on and off, and we can turn the parking sensors on and off as well. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox just here with park on the top there. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There's a sun blind that you can open up. You can leave it like this, so just the sun blind open, but the actual roof section closed. And as you can see, that lets in a lot of extra light. Or if you wish to, you can open the front section as a proper sliding sunroof. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Glenbourne's. We'd love to hear from you soon.